Telecast made possible by Optus, supporting the best of Australian tennis. Medibank Private, I feel better now. Wolf Blass, 2008 International Red Winemaker of the Year. Jetstar, Australia's low fares airline. RACV, Complete Care Motor Insurance. You have the power. saveenergy.vic.gov.au. And Reese, your bathroom, your life.
It's a wonderful sight, isn't it? The roof open, full house.
1 minute.
And it was interesting that when both players entered the arena, I thought they were very generous as far as their applause was concerned, this huge crowd. It's a 50-50 crowd, I think.
Well, I think they respect Serena Williams so much. She's a three-time champion here. Has played so many phenomenal matches on this Rod Laver arena, but I think they've found a new player to really embrace, because Dinara Safina has shown her cute personality in a lot of the interviews that she's had in the last few days. She has some of the quirky answers that Murat always seemed to come up with. She's very, very quotable.
Do you take anything from, or what do you take from the head-to-heads? 5-1 in Serena's way.
Well, of course, you have to take something from that, but the one time that Dinara won was really her breakout tournament. It was in Berlin last year on clay, which is probably Serena's worst surface because it's so slow, and her power is diffused on that slower surface. Dinara won 7-6 in the third, and that was the one tournament where Dinara really showed her skills, beating Justine Enna, followed that up by beating Serena and Domination in the final. And she said that's really what gave her the confidence and propelled her to have such great results now.
Yes, she had a fantastic second half, finishing 44-10 after starting 11-10. But the telling win, I think, for Serena came in the Tour Championship when she thumped her 6-4, 6-1.
Well, Serena actually beat Dinara in the semifinals of the U.S. Open and in the championships, and really Dinara was exhausted by that time of the year because she was not used to playing that many matches, not used to being that successful. You know, she had won a couple of tournaments in the summer, got to the finals of the Olympics, and then went straight to the U.S. Open. So not an excuse. She didn't make that excuse, but she was tired. So I really think she's going to start more fresh in this final.
The serve absolutely critical for both girls, because both in this past fortnight have been suspect, especially Serena's early on, and Dinara with this monstrous ball toss does open the door for error. But we are ready to play. The women's final is underway. Serena Williams to serve in the opening game of the first set.
Love. 30 love.
Serena Williams, who really wasn't too happy with her play until she got to the quarterfinals and got down a set in 5-3 against Kuznetsova. And like so often, when her back is against the wall, pulled out her best tennis. And so much of that depends on her serve. When she's serving well, the rest of her game comes together. Against Domination in the semifinals, 10 aces, 0 double faults.
40-30. Game, Williams.
Serena holds in the opening game.
Seven's Australian Open telecast, made possible by Kia, the power to surprise, and Optus, supporting the best of Australian tennis.
Tracy, the Open roof, does it favour one more than the other?
Well, I think Serena certainly showed us that she loves to play with the roof closed. That's when her serve really started to come together, without the sun, without the wind.
The
Dinara
first
Safina to
major
serve.
test for Dinara. She hasn't served a lot of aces during the fortnight. In fact, 14. Double faults have been a problem. 40.
Love 15.
She had 11 against Dockich, and her toss is so high that the contact point can be different on each serve because the toss really drops down a foot or two, particularly on the second serve. Went up beautifully for that serve, and that's really the key. Not to pull her head
15-all.
down. Sometimes she pulls down quickly with the left shoulder, and the head needs to stay up just a fraction of a second longer.
She's going to have a look.
Miss Safina is challenging the call on the right service line. The ball was called out.
And it is, I fear, yes.
(15-30). Miss Safina has 2 challenges remaining.
First longer rally, and that's good to have to get those butterflies out.
30-all.
Start to feel the rhythm, get into a better groove, because there's no doubt about it, Sandy, you can feel the hush. I mean, everybody knows how important this match is, so your legs are always feel a little heavier at the beginning. That's where Safina has improved in the last 9 months.
40-30.
Tracking down that extra balls, lost 7 kilos since Wimbledon last year, and hits so much better when she's on the run.
Juice.
a look at the service action and you'll see she hits the ball, as you say, it's half a metre down.
It is, or more. And so the ball's already coming down. It's tough to hit that back up again at the right time. Lethal backhand when she has time to set up.
Advantage, Safina.
Good footwork, lots of little steps, and she's tall, so she gets the knees down beautifully. Has a wonderful angle on the backhand. Wow, that was an aggressive point from Serena Williams, right from the return of serve.
Juice.
And Serena was out here at 10 o'clock. Look how she's moving forward, just so hungry and alert. This morning, hit for about an hour with Venus and her hitting partner, Sasha Bayin, and she hit returns for 20 minutes, Sandy. To show
like
how,
that?
yes, they all weren't that perfect, but that's the reason she hit them so long. The serve was about 7 minutes, and the return of serve 20. Just a quick take back and a rotation of the body, and then forward.
First break point.
Game.
3 doubles in one game. You can't expect a hold serve against Serena Williams, who now leads 2 games to love.
Williams leads 2 games to love.
An ultra vision of the Serena Williams backhand. Such a beautiful stroke, so technically sound. The wrists break. She gets below the height of the ball, strikes it right in the middle of the racket, extends out beautifully, and the racket head acceleration on the beautiful follow through.
Where does she get her mental toughness
15
from?
more.
There's no one tougher in the women's game.
Well, that's where the champions shine, is the mental toughness. That's what sets them apart.
Is it her upbringing?
I think you're born with it. I mean, it is something that you can improve, because look at Dinara Safina has gotten so much better in that area, but it took her till 22. Serena's always had that. Chris Evert's always had that. Hingis. It's that ability to think clearly on the big points, be able to elevate your game at that time.
And Serena's saying, if you want to join the Grand Slam club, you've got to do better than that.
And she is hungry. Her footwork is amazing out here tonight in the final. Oracene Price, her mom and her coach, said at the beginning of the week, the first few matches, she was playing lazy tennis. That was not lazy.
A flying start from Serena Williams takes the first 3 games in just 11 minutes.
It's the one moment in your life when your heart is on the line.
Will you marry me?
Seven's new How I Met Your Mother on the new night, Monday, 7:30.
Ist ein bisschen sportlich.
Je pense qu'ils ont vraiment développé un bon produit.
What's it called?
Cerato.
56 Tage nach einem
Wir müssen uns vor Kier in Acht nehmen.
All new Serato.
Think you're a tennis player, do you? Oh! Hey! Oh, get him! Oh, nice shot. Thank you! Oh! No! Yes! Oh. Get that! Oh. Get it! Back, go back! Your serve, Paddy.
Conditions outside, 25 degrees in Garden Square, and it is packed. They've got the big screen there to enjoy this match, whilst inside it's a full house, and it's been a stunning start by Serena Williams, taking the opening 3 games. If you've just joined us, Safina serving now, trying to stay in and get in to this first set.
Safina in trouble when she has to send in that second serve. Just pounces on this return. Safina on her back foot right away. Serena with that first strike in the point. That's just too much power. And you know, it's really hard when you're playing someone that's on like this, Sandy, to kind of get your foot in the door, particularly when you lost your first service game. You had 3 double faults. Now Serena's on a roll. She's feeling quite comfortable. Just get the feeling that Safina really needed to take this first set.
Dinara wins that one on the first serve, but so far in this match, she has not won a point on her second serve.
15-30.
Dinara desperately to want to hold her serve to just try to feel like she's getting into this match. And if you're Serena Williams here, you know that Safina can be very dangerous. She's beaten Serena before, and this is where you really put the pedal to the metal, not let her in at all. You want as many doubts to enter Safina's mind as possible.
Oh, there is a statement. If ever there was one from Serena, a double break, Todd Woodbridge, is going to make it very, very hard for Dinara now in this first set.
Well, incredibly hard, and what a start from Serena. She's a notoriously slow starter, but this resembles the final that she played against Maria Sharapova when she just came out and decided from the first point that she was going to dominate from the return of serve. And Tracy, that was a great call about the practice and then the next forehand winner. If there was one thing that Dinara needs to do, though, is she's got to get Serena moving, getting it going laterally across the baseline. Just superb. She's showing us angles and power and everything, but early in the first couple of games, I really thought that the strings of Serena were very tight. And just keep an eye on the depth of her ball. Though she's hitting with a lot of power, she's dropping a lot of mid-court balls. So for for Safina, she's really got to try and take advantage of those when she can.
30 love.
This is extraordinary. She has allowed Dinara Safina just 7 points in the match so far.
Well, and she's allowed Safina no rhythm. I mean, yes, you've got to get Serena on the run, but when you're doing all the running, it's tough to feel comfortable. And good point from Todd about
40 love.
Very reminiscent of the Sharapova final, when we thought that was going to be a hard-hitting final, very much like this one, and very close. And Serena just made up her mind that she was going to serve big, return big, not have long rallies.
Game, Williams.
Well, this first set will be over in a heartbeat. She's just one game away from taking it to...
She was screaming, ring 000.
And what's happening? Is your mum having a baby?
Yes, and it's coming out right now. She fell on the ground on her knees.
Went out. It's out. Okay.
She kept asking me heaps of questions.
Just get Mummy to check and see if the baby's breathing.
Is it breathing? Is it breathing, Mummy?
Seven's new series, 000 Heroes, Sunday after the tennis.
Debts can easily take over, especially at this time of year. At NAB, we can help you get some breathing space. With 0% per annum on balance transfers and purchases for up to 6 months, a NAB credit card can help simplify your debts. But hurry, this offer is only available to eligible customers on selected new cards until February 28, 2009. Go to nab.com.au/0 or call 13 13 12 today to find out more.
Come on, Vince! Mom! Your bathroom, your life. Reese.
This crowd getting right behind Dinara Safina, trying to will her into this first set. But she's serving now to stay in it. An alarming statistic for her. Is that when Serena has won the first set, she's gone on to win the match 143 times and has lost only 3. Tell me, Martina Navratilova, we saw her out here a lot. She had this ability, if you like. She could almost smother a player. Am I seeing the same thing here with Serena?
Very similar in the amount of power that they played with. Obviously, Martina played with the serve volley tactic, but Serena gets it done with the power. I played Martina many times, and there were a few times where I just didn't feel like I could get into the match at all. The serves were too big, the volleys too deep. And just like that last point, then you finally get the shot you want and you miss it. She's all out of sorts, which is understandable right now. Then you start to get that opportunity and you start to force it. Jellicoe Cryon, Dinara's coach for the last year. He's helped her so much emotionally to stay calm. The key for Safina now is just to really try to stay calm and not think about the fact that you're down 5-love, that Serena Williams is playing out of her mind. Really try to stay. I know it's hard to do, but that's what you've got to do in this situation. Stay with the strategy that you need to employ. That's a rattled Safina.
certainly is, and it brings up 2 set points for Serena Williams after just 22 minutes. And there is the first set. Safina has won just 8 points in those 22 minutes. Williams has a brief look at her and again and says, I'm on my way to number 10. She takes it 6 games to love. As we join Jim Courier on the other side of the court. Jim.
Well, last night we saw an incredible men's semifinal, and tomorrow night the men's final. It's 1 versus 2. Rafa versus Roger. History in the making. It's only here on Channel 7.
We belong together.
Belong together.
All of our friends just say, you two are made for each other. We like things to be perfect.
Nothing but the best.
Which is one of the reasons we like RACV Complete Care Motor Insurance.
It's completely complete.
If you have an accident...
And the RACV will look after pretty much everything. A hire car straight away.
For as long as you need it. Emergency accommodation.
Your choice of repairer.
Taxis.
Even pets.
They'll organise it all.
To find out more about Complete Care...
You complete me.
You complete me.
Call 13 RACV.
Welcome back, and it is a stunned Rod Laver Arena that has seen Serena Williams put on an absolutely brilliant and powerful display of top-class tennis. In that first set, she had just 2 unforced errors against 9 from Dinara. She had 12 winners against 4 from Dinara. Can she keep it going? Can Dinara get back? We're going to find out now as we start the second set.
Love.
It's really going to be tough for Safina to get back on track, particularly when you have this young lady on the other side of the court. That first service game from Safina really hurt her with the 3 double faults.
And Serena, when she's got her first serve in, has not lost a point.
15-all.
And that was probably the one department that was questionable in her game.
Now this is where you see the emotional maturity from Safina. The fight, the nice composure is in from Birdseye.
30-all.
Safina standing very far back, Sandy, behind the baseline for the return of serves. Williams using the angles on the serve. Safina on the forehand many times on the return will move laterally instead of towards the net.
Well, here's an opening at last. She's waited some time for her first break point, but it's arrived. And she pounces on that second serve. She's come to life. But here we are back in the first set, and Well, it was just total domination, wasn't it, Tracy?
It was so aggressive from Serena Williams and staying down so beautifully on the return, hitting it very early, robbing time from Safina. Safina on the complete defense. She definitely wants to be in front of that Melbourne sign, Sandy. Never behind the Melbourne sign. Serena using all areas of the court to show her dominance, from the baseline, at the net, with her serve, in complete control.
It was a complete performance. Safina now serving with new balls, looking for a lead of 2-love in the second.
Love 15.
Laura's seen Price in the hat. Serena's mom and coach. It was fun to watch her coaching Serena this morning in the warm-up. Just a few words, very precise, very quietly. Mostly on the return of serve. She'd just say, down and forward. Down and forward. Good balance. That was it.
Not her prettiest ball.
But all credit to Safina to get this. She is outside the court and does a great effort to get that ball back in the court, make Serena hit that one extra shot. Ooh,
Got
that
away
was
with
lucky.
that one.
But I'll take it.
Yeah.
Fifteen, 30.
You hear the self-talk to Dinara Safina. She's her own coach out there, and that's been a good thing for her. It's been successful the last 9 months. Serena Williams doing an excellent job moving inside the baseline to cut off that Safina topspin second serve. Safina has not held her serve tonight, which is an amazing stat for someone with such a big serve.
That will help. Just her second ace. 3 doubles. And those 3 all came in the one game. Williams breaks back. She levels at 1-all in the second.
Australia's Got Talent on Unite!
Wednesday night!
After the tennis! On Channel 7!
On 7.
Oh.
Yeah, Wednesday night you'll be able to see it. And there you can see one of the judges in the red sunglasses, Danny Minogue, back in action. And Australia's Got Talent again this year. Tracy, when Dinara has lost the first set, she's come from behind 7 times and lost the match 21 times. So again, it's not a healthy stat for her.
30 low.
The key for Safina here is that she needs to keep driving the ball, keep playing offensively, but maybe bring in her shots a touch. She can't bring them in too far because Serena's playing so well, but she's got to try to find her rhythm. Which she doesn't have at all right now. And I think that's all because Serena Williams is just playing too good. Safina really doesn't have a plan B to go to. She's not going to start serving and volleying, start slicing. Jeez.
Oh, this is just...
That is huge.
Brute force.
Good evening. High pressure dominant at present. This pressure trough producing some instability. Hot in the north with a total fire ban continuing. Possible storms on the ranges. Milder in the south with sea breezes. Down to 18 overnight in the city and 31 tomorrow. A partly cloudy day with some morning smoke haze and evening thundery showers in the eastern suburbs. And still a warm week ahead. Some thundery showers expected Monday evening. Some drizzle Tuesday morning. Shower or two next Saturday. See you tomorrow night.
Perkins versus Tompkins. I have to take it easy on the old man. I'm ready.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. If in doubt, hit it. Oh, come on. Game 7 match. Mate, let's see how you go with bowling, okay?
Wii Sports, only on Wii.
Yes! How'd that go again, mate? Come on.
For my skin, I see a dermatologist and a nutritionist every day.
Nutritionist is our first skincare range with omegas 3, 6 and magnesium to help revitalise the skin.
From the inside out.
Garnier Nutritionist.
Take care.
Welcome back inside Rod Laver Arena, and Alicia Mollick has joined me inside the bunker. And Alicia said when she came in, is this a walloping or is this a caning? I think it's a bit of both.
Well, Sandy, Serena's just too good out here tonight. For Dinara, she needs a lot of first serves, or I've written down here, a power failure.
Not again.
Break the play up.
Lob 15.
And what we're seeing from Serena Williams is a player in the zone. The ultimate.
Sadly for Dinara, her serve is just crumbling around as she's won 7 first serve points, and she is on her second serve won only 1 point for the match.
So not a question now, but a real necessity for her to make her first serves. Serena isn't just returning, but she's returning with serious attitude. I'm almost feeling a little bit for Dinara tonight. Another option she may have is force Serena to hit winner after winner. Play every ball back. Just make sure of it. I was confident this morning Dinara would have a cracker here tonight. I saw her in the women's locker room. She was very relaxed, walked in or sauntered in, in a very relaxed mood, so packed house on Rod Laver, different scenario. One of the longest exchanges we've seen during the match. A few more of those and Dinara will be back in the match, I'm confident.
Juice.
14 unforced errors to 5. And as far as winners are concerned, 14 from Serena, 7 from Dinara. A rare ace on the second serve.
Advantage, Safina.
Smart option at this stage in the match. You need to bring every single trick out.
Juice.
Still she struggles to hold serve for the first time in this match.
Wait, please.
Serena making a wait. No need to challenge Dinara. It was a magnificent cross call, but I think she may.
On the left near sideline, the ball's called good.
I'm grappling at straws now. I'd challenge.
Got to do something. Looked to find the line and did. 33 mils to the advantage.
Safina has 2 challenges remaining.
Williams gets another break point. And with another double, Serena marches on.
Well, Sandy and Alicia, that was an absolute must-win game, which is an obvious thing to say, but had Safina got that game there, you really felt that things were starting to change a little bit. And Alicia, you said you've got to try every trick. Well, here, I mean, let's just be honest, you've got to probably play a little bit of gamesmanship. You've got to try everything possible to take the rhythm from Serena. Throw a few high loopers, a few little low chips, hit it hard, hit it soft, and give yourself every opportunity to stop the great form that Serena's in.
$15 long.
Sometimes when you are losing so convincingly, you're blinded by what's happening. You don't think straight. You don't see many options.
Well, and we talked about this earlier on in the match. You can become smothered by the opponent.
Oh, absolutely.
As Martina Navratilova made a habit of doing.
Mentally, too, you feel small. Dinara's 6'1". Out there, I'm sure she's feeling 4 foot nothing. It's because Serena's too good. And I do think you have the best and second best player of this entire tournament in the arena tonight. One just happens to be in pure form.
She holds with ease. And she leads 4-1 in the second.
Officeworks is the place to go to get all your last-minute shopping for back to school at the lowest prices. These Artline 200 fine liners only $1.48 each. This great study desk just $95. This Canon multifunction printer, great value at $2.49. And A4 5-tab board pastel dividers, 56 cents each. And if you find an identical stocked item at a lower price, we'll beat it by 5%. Taking care of business. Officeworks, lowest prices every day.
It has got a country town feel and that sense of community that you get in a country town, but it's also close to the city.
Go for a walk every morning and walk past the wetlands with our dog and just soak in that beautiful country atmosphere before we go back out to work to have a busy day. It's a great way to unwind.
I love the approach to Lorimer. It's so beautiful, it's country, there's lots of trees. I really enjoy coming home.
Lorimer, a town just out of town, and it all comes back to one word, Delphin.
One of the princesses from Beijing, Stephanie Rice. Good to see her out of the pool and here at Rod Laver Arena. The crowd giving both girls, but particularly Dinara, a very warm round of applause, trying to encourage her, trying to get her back into the match. Serving now 1-4, second set.
I don't, Sandy, at all question Dinara's ability to get back into this match. I think the tough thing will be her mental capacity, whether she can stay strong. A great point here by Dinara, going back to basics, using her legs well, and the favoured forehand.
That's better. That's better. That's just her fourth point. She's won on a second serve, but that was well constructed. And the thing, Alicia, that's so unique about tennis is these players can't go in at half-time and have a chat to their coach. There's nowhere they can hide. No. They're out there and that's it.
Oh, you're right, Sandy. The beauty about tennis is it's a game of problem solving. Dinara has a very big problem on her hands right now. It'd be great if a coach or runner could come out on the court. It'd be priceless.
Game.
But she holds. She holds for the first time in the match. And here, courtesy of Ultravision, is the Safina backhand.
4 games to 2. Notice the laid-back wrist where Dinara generates a lot of her pace. And on impact, the muscle definition, a reflection of her tough off-season or pre-season.
Miss Safina is challenging the call.
The Williams
on the right
machine
service
just
line. The ball's
moves
called.
on. But the challenge has come from Dinara. And she's got to do whatever she can here to try and upset Serena. Well, that's absolutely perfect. You couldn't place it in a better position. Look at the determination.
The
contrast. The determination from Williams, the frustration.
Yeah, true
from
colours.
Dinara.
(30-15).
I mean, what else can Dinara do?
40-15.
She could maybe assume a crazy court positioning on the return of serve. I'm not sure. There is Oracene. Venus.
She looked quite happy with the proceedings, understandably so. Because her sister needs only 5 more points. And her name goes on the Daphne Ackhurst Trophy once more. And there's one of those points. She's 1 game away from her 10th Grand Slam.
This weather report update is brought to you by RACV.
Good evening. Hundreds of firefighters are battling to stop a raging bushfire reaching the main transmission lines that supply power to Melbourne. There's also a danger that heavy smoke could short them out. So far, 15 homes have been destroyed. Owners angered that the fires were deliberately lit. Many Victorians are still without power after yesterday's blackouts affecting more than 500,000 homes and businesses. Crown Casino plunged into darkness, forcing thousands of staff and patrons outside. And Connex has admitted yesterday was a debacle with more than 730 trains cancelled. It spent today replacing faulty air conditioners. And 10 people have been injured in a tram crash at Paran. A warm 31 tomorrow.
Are you blinded to the fact that your shampoo is derived from crude oil? Organic care is derived from plants, so it cares for your hair and our environment. Organic care. Does your hair care?
Welcome back. There is the Daphne Ackhurst Trophy. It goes to the victor. Following this match, we've got a men's doubles final, and that's always very, very entertaining. So stay with us. You'll see it all on 7. But right now, Dinara Safina has a pretty simple equation. She must hold her serve to stay in this final.
Low 15.
To give you an idea of the dominance, Serena has won 52 points and in the entire match has allowed Dinara just 23.
Unforgiving. Greedy.
All.
I think Dinara has the crowd on her side. They want to see a contest. We're just not aware, Dinara. A step too slow. Often when you're anxious, nervous, the feet slow up, they freeze.
Thank you.
Brilliant shot.
All.
And the crowd saying that's what we've come to see.
Absolutely.
Contest.
Just got to find belief, trust herself, because she's such a good player, Dinara Safina.
Bird's eye showing the way. Well, she's reached the stage now where I think she's just going to have a hit and hope she can blast her way out of it, all well and good.
Oh, it's incredible.
Juice.
That's what you call sharp. You know, Sandy, I feel very privileged to have played in the same generation as Serena and Venus. They've taken tennis to a different level, almost a different sphere.
She desperately needs that first serve working because she's won only 5 points on her second serve for the match. Just wide, and Safina clings to the match, winning just her third game in this singles championship. But she just puts the pressure now back on Serena. But the way Serena has been serving, you would not think it has been a problem. And her first serve points, Serena has won 19 of 20.
15 love.
Great swinging second serve down the tee. What has impressed me is Serena, despite the margin, or incredible winning margin, has stayed so focused throughout this entire match. So easy to let your mind race towards the later stages of a match.
And still, she pushes herself, she urges herself on with 3 championship points to win the title for the 4th time. And that ends a complete display from Serena.
It is her 10th Grand Slam singles final. She's the Australian Open champion of 2009.
What an outstanding performance as she receives a standing ovation. She heads over to a player's box. Mum, sister, playing partner, they're all there. That's Sasha, her playing partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to semi-final stages here on
An awesome display as she joins a unique club. 10 Grand Slams to her name in this, the 10th Australian Open. And you've got to ask yourself, Alicia, would she bother to come back next year because she's won in 03, 05, 07, 09?
I'd take a holiday if I was Serena Williams, but today we saw why she is by far the best player in the entire world, and I believe will remain there for a number of years. She has the desire and she certainly has the attitude.
This win signals her return to the top of the tree. She is back as #1 for the 3rd time, which in itself is an extraordinary performance. She's come so far since earning her first check in 1995. She went and picked up $240. It's a little different today. She is the new Australian Open champion, having won in straight sets. 6-love, 6-3.
Williams. Serena Williams.
Global lead home away.
She's in Melbourne.
To the streets of Melbourne.
I'm not going to leave here until I find her. I saw her!
New home and away, weeknights.
Well, we start off, we got to collect the apples. The actual cider season starts in September. You get like early varieties, later varieties. You want an apple when he's ripe. You want an apple when you sort of press your finger into it, like when he's getting soft. I don't test none of